everyone, this is Peak Entertainment and we are back again, and here now we have another video for you, and this will be a review of the Season 2 premiere of Invincible. Now there may be spoilers throughout for this episode, so just beware when going to this overall video, and you can check out my coverage of Season 1 of the show, and I'll leave some links within the description. So as we all know, Invincible is the animated series produced by Amazon, based on the comic book of the same name, created by Robert Kirkman way back in 2003. It's a modern superhero series based on teenager Mark Grayson, who lives a normal life when his father Nolan Grayson is also known as the Earth's most powerful superhero, Omni-Man. Mark eventually discovers his own super abilities and goes on to take the superhero alter ego of Invincible. Learning to master his abilities, his life is changed forever when he learns that his father is actually part of an alien race known as the Viltrumite, who look to dominate other worlds within the galaxy. The explosive Season 1 finale saw Omni-Man reveal his true intentions to conquer Earth. This leads to a brutal confrontation between him and Mark, leaving Mark brutally beaten almost to his death. Omni-Man decides to leave the Earth, leaving both Mark and his mother to pick up the pieces. And this Season 2 opener deals with the fallout of that climatic battle, as we see the city trying to rebuild after the huge destruction caused by the battle between Mark and Nolan. Mark himself is still struggling to come to terms with the previous events. Despite his protestations to get back into the superhero fold, his request is rejected by the director of the Guardians of the Globe, Cecil Stedman, who doesn't feel that Mark is ready to come back into the team. We see new members of the Guardians of the Globe, and they now have a new leader, being a super being known as the Immortal. And we actually start off the episode with the main plot of an alternate Earth, where we saw Mark and Nolan in unison in destroying the world and any resistance forces. A man named Angstrom escapes this alternate reality via a portal, and other variants of himself from other universes all collate together as he looks to assume knowledge of all of his personalities, and he feels this will give him enough power to make the world a better place. In order to do this, he breaks out the superhero criminals known as the Mauler Twins, who are able to harness the technology in order for him to carry out his plan. Now Mark eventually gets himself together to return as Invincible in order to stop Angstrom and his ambitions, confirming that he's now ready to return to world-saving duties. Now overall, I felt this was a solid opener, nothing truly spectacular or as violent as what we saw in the climax of the first episodes of Season 1, but I think it flowed along just fine. And overall, I generally enjoyed Season 1 of Invincible, the arc between Mark and his father obviously being the most compelling, and one wonders whether they'll be able to produce anything equally as strong this time around. Now hopefully the after credits reveal of this episode, where we saw a mutilated Angstrom, very rage driven by memories of his variant personalities, looking for revenge, will prove to be as watchable as an antagonist as what we saw Omni-Man from Season 1, and we'll just have to wait and see. Now, I haven't read the comic book of Invincible, but I do know that they have been staying very true and close to the overall source material, and I'm sure they will continue this trajectory for this second season. But the series itself, I think, is very polished, brisk and fun, entertaining watch. I wouldn't put it right up there in terms of an animated series alongside the classic superhero shows that what we saw from the early mid-1990s, with the likes of the X-Men, Batman and Spider-Man, nor indeed would I put it up there with the late shows from the 1999 to 2000 era, with the likes of Batman Beyond and also Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, but I still think Invincible is a fine entry within the superhero animated genre. And it is good in a way to see a superhero show in animation take its source material very seriously. Yes, sometimes the more flippant comedic tones don't quite mesh as well with the more hardcore graphic violence. Sometimes the show can become a bit imbalanced, but when it focuses on the more serious aspects, it can provide a very compelling watch. And certainly the more violent elements are what draw more viewers to the show. And it seemed to have struck a big enough connection with audiences as Amazon took the decision to renew the show for both a Season 2 and a Season 3. Now in terms of the release schedule, Season 2 will consist of 8 episodes just like Season 1 did. The first 4 episodes will be airing from November the 3rd to November the 24th, 2023, and then the second half of the season will air sometime later on in 2024. And I really hate when streaming platforms do this. It really can break up or derail the momentum. Maybe they want to maintain their streaming stats for certain quarters of the year, but I just think as a viewer you want to see the story in its entirety. So hopefully season 2 can produce enough quality in its remaining 3 episodes to keep us all excited in anticipation for the second half of the show in 2024. But once again, I think overall Invincible is off to a good start for season 2, and I very much look forward to where the show goes next in the remaining episodes. So those are my overall thoughts and feelings and review of the season 2 opener of Invincible. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and as usual with these type of shows, I will provide both a season finale and also a season review of the second season, so look out for all of that content in the future. And if you have any other suggestions regarding any other movies, television series, or any other topics within the pop entertainment and culture scene that you'd like to see me cover, then also let me know within the comments, and I will see if I can provide further commentary for you on that subject matter within the future. Now please also hit and like the subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you very, very soon.